I'm going to talk today about why my story can save America and how you can help. And we'll lead in with some humor, which isn't really that funny, about I'm not a dog. And we'll get there. And at the end, you're going to see how you can play the training you need to really help America right now. Because America needs all our help. Our beloved America needs our saving, needs our love, needs
Through
our...
his astonishing 28-year journey challenged by the evils of our time, John Myers has developed the philosophy saving the world. Goodness is strength.
As you can see, my story's unfolded over the course of 28 years, even longer. And it involves incredibly specious assault from my own, psychological assault from my own family, spearheaded, I believe, by my younger brother and his wife, and then, my mother's, it's just like this group mobbing and assault on me, on very serious issues, my children, family. It grew out of a divorce situation I went through, began 28 years ago as well. And through the course of it, and this is kind of why the essence of my life is turning challenge into opportunity and helping you understand how to do that, is that I was plunged deep into this, what we call an abyss, like a hole in American life between what I call this extreme narcissistic, even psychopathic mindset that's in the culture, and the failings, our challenges, if you will, in our beloved legal system, pertaining to divorce and all that. So between this narcissistic, extreme narcissistic, even psychopathic attitude, and challenges in our system came together in a wedge, and I got pushed right into it. Now, the beauty is that, I believe there's a calling to my story, that I got pushed so deep I shouldn't have survived, that kind of thing. And I did survive. And not only did I survive, but I saw the roots of the problems. I saw the roots of America's challenges. And I'm a believer, I don't know everything, but I know most people want better things. Most people don't want to be in that abyss level of what's going on. They don't want to be threatened and dominated by this extreme narcissistic, even psychopathic type of energy. And so I saw it became my calling to develop remedies to this. So that's how we kind of get into the dog, how we get into the dog part of it. So one part of the dog thing is that, and the people were treating me so cruelly. At one point, my ex-wife, my late ex-wife now, went back to her native Oklahoma about 8 years ago, and according to her obituary, passed away peacefully. But she, at one point, over 20 years ago, in the course of some divorce things, I said, because I had done good things, and I wasn't perfect, and she wasn't perfect, but I said, I wouldn't treat a dog this way. And she said, well, you're not a dog. Okay, so you're right, I'm a human being, I'm a man. So, but here's the irony, it keeps going. So, over the course of 28 years, because, this energy from my family and unfairness and our challenges in our court system and all this kind of thing were wedging me and really providing serious opposition and serious antagonism. I developed where I wouldn't give up. And this is where my whole interest in the word purpose, pops up. Because having purpose, you can get through anything. Having purpose, you can overcome things. And that's my message and why I'm helping people. So I had my purpose, which initially was marriage, which didn't work out. That was my children, and that was my life and the world. And, to develop my purpose. And so one of the planks of what I've done is to become, really develop a breakthrough on emotional distress and emotional abuse. And I developed legal remedies that have gotten all the way to the United States Supreme Court, including this latest petition, which they're going to look at again this week. And the thing is this, when I say about the dog, is just that, they looked at it once, they didn't accept it. I knew I would have to go back and give it one more charge. And they really only look at things again if there's been an intervening case. So, so it turns out on March 7th of this year, just, a couple months ago, recently, the Massachusetts Appeals Court reversed the decision and they didn't call it emotional distress, but they called it, irreparable harm, when a separation was created between an owner and their dog. That a person could suffer emotionally, financially, spiritually. It's like, okay, if that can happen over a few month period with a dog, which I respect and applaud for the owner and their dog, I think how many times multiplied that could be when we're forcefully doing that with a parent and child, when we're ostracizing someone, unfairly demonizing a person, all these kind of things. Believe the irreparable harm that can occur in those circumstances, which I would say is 20 times, 40 times, 100, many times what could the legitimate irreparable harm between an owner and their dog. So it's kind of like a divine intervention that after 28 years of being told I'm not a dog, and I know that I'm a good man, and that's very different. I'm a mensch, as they say, a man who can help the world, who will help repair the world along with others, is that the intervention of a case involving a dog is a miraculous thing. Now, we'll see how the Supreme Court looks at it. That's out of my hand, but I had to bring up, I'm not a dog. Emotions between human beings and human beings can go beyond what exists. And, between a dog and a human being, they can go deep. And I would respectfully say humans can also go deep. So, and what I'm getting across for all of you, as I alluded to the training and coaching and mediation, this is the approach, the breakthroughs that I've developed, the methodology I've developed. What I want, one key is that with all the people out there, Tony Robbins, Gabby Bernstein, Deepak Chopra, all kinds of self-help people who I applaud and have, learned from, and we all learn from each other kind of thing. I really would say I don't believe there's another person on earth who's walked the spiritual challenges as deeply as I have over 28 years, which is why the training that we offer in terms of coaching, training, and mediation, turning challenges into opportunities, reaching for your dreams, finding strategies and ways to counteract narcissism, emotional abuse, extreme divorce situations, all of it, the toughest challenges. We have the answers, so go to the website. Thanks.